I have been defending Noelle Silva as one of the strongest characters in Black Clover. While there have been a lot of people that have agreed with me, there have been just as many that have called me an idiot for defending her power. There have been many times where my arguments or videos would then end up being vindicated by the manga itself. And just recently, in the Black Clover manga, it has happened yet again. Not only further proving that Noelle is an incredibly powerful and competent mage, but that she has actually surpassed the power of a Wizard King. Now you might think it crazy for me to say that Noelle, the mage who just years ago was the woman who couldn't even control her magic, is now stronger than a Wizard King, but it's actually quite easy to argue. There's a large amount of evidence supporting it, and not a lot of evidence going against this notion. So I want to dedicate this video to Noelle and accurately gauge the level of her power. But wait, before we get into the video, I want to talk about today's sponsor, Zen Market. With online shopping being all the rage these days, and the number of anime-related merchandise being at an all-time high, wouldn't it be great if there was an aggregate service which you can use to order from Japan itself? Have no fear, Zen Market is a Japanese shopping service that allows you to add items to make a huge selection of Japanese items and auctions as well. Yes, even auctions you can order from exclusive online retailers such as Pokemon Center, Japan P Bandai, and Rakuten to name a few. With the website, I use it to pick my items instead of manually going to different websites and going through the whole checkout process. It has amazing customer service, worldwide shipping, and compatibility with multiple payment options such as PayPal and crypto. If you want to try and find a better online market service than Zen Market, good luck, because it's just not going to happen. If you're interested, make sure to check out the link in the description box down below for more information on the website, see if it's your liking, and start shopping now. Just to let you know, there's a really cool Black Bulls pen on this website that I myself am going to purchase because it's really cool. I want more Black Clover merchandise in this world, so I'm going to buy this. Maybe if you guys buy it too, we'll get more and more once I see the demand for it. Now, before I get into the meat and potatoes of this argument, I already know that people are going to downplay Noelle's magic control to try and debunk this video. But I'm going to prove that now. Noelle has not just good magic control, but great magic control. This is based on multiple feats that she has with her magical displays, as well as certain spells that should garner a lot of attention for magical skill. Let's start with the fact that Noelle can use Mana Zone. We know it is an incredibly advanced technique in the series when it comes to one's ability to use mana and magic. This was told to us a while ago when the Magic Knights had to go to the magic region of the volcano to master Mana Skin. They used a lesser version of it, but had to go to the volcano to master it. Mastering Mana Skin is something most knights don't do, and Noelle went above and beyond and is now a user of Mana Zone. Most knights don't master Mana Skin. Mana Zone is a much more advanced technique than Mana Skin. If Noelle can use Mana Zone, that means she has great control of magic now. You might wonder when Noelle ever used Mana Zone, and it actually is because she did a Spirit Dive with the Water Spirit Undyne, and as described, when Yuno first went Spirit Dive, it was stated that Mana Zone was a requirement for Spirit Dive. So Noelle knows one of the most advanced techniques, which requires a huge amount of skill and magic control. Also, Noelle has learned how to use true magic, an ability that most mages don't have the privilege to do, and she can casually make runes and arrays. This is an ability that is all about one's control with nature's mana, converting it into runes, and then converting those runes into an array, a runic circle of advanced magic. Also, even before this, we saw a feat of her transporting Mimosa across an entire Grand Magic region. These can be the size of nations themselves. She was able to keep control of her mana, despite it being hard for her. So at this point now, Noelle has good, if not great, control of her mana, and she even advanced the Spirit Dive form, which Spirit Dive is basically about controlling mana and being good at it, and she went above and beyond, did a Saint stage, basically combining the Valkyrie form with Mana Zone with the Spirit to create the Saint Valkyrie Spirit Dive form. So just because she has bad control in the past, it's not the case now. You can't use the past to debunk the future in this instance. You cannot be used as an argument to state that she has not passed the Wizard King level. Now, I really want to get into the meat and potatoes of the argument now. It actually starts with Noelle's mother, Asir Silva. The Steel Warrior Princess was known to be a titan of power among the Clover Kingdom, but the reputation of her power spread out to the entire continent as a whole, as it was Vanica who heard of Asir's reputation as being the strongest fighter anywhere on the continent. People like to disparage this statement as incorrect, but multiple things actually back that up, as Asir even confirms that she is the strongest later in that fight, we know that she was the strongest Magic Knight captain during her tenure, and the creator of Black Clover himself implied that Aesir and Wizard King Julius Novachrono were of the same level of power. When there was a question poised about the level of magic power that Noelle had, and who had a comparable amount to her, Noelle was directly compared to that of Julius and Aesir. This puts the three of them at the same level in terms of their magic power, meaning that Aesir and Julius should be comparable to each other. Now, where my claim gets pretty easy to prove is that Aesir struggled with a pre-time skip 70% Vonica who just got her Devil. Meanwhile, current Noelle just absolutely obliterated a post-time skip 100% Vonica without difficulty. Let us discuss the overall display of power here. Vonica just got her Devil before she went to go fight Aesir, and wanted to test her power against her. She loses barely once Aesir breaks her limits. Aesir is Wizard King level, according to Tabata, the creator of the manga. But then she would break her limits to defeat Vonica. Vonica then spends over a decade improving her power, and then in the 6-month time skip alone in Black Clover, Dante says that Vonica had improved greatly in just that half year. This means that the 70% Vonica that Noelle had fought in the Heart Kingdom was already far stronger than the one that her mother fought, got cursed by, and likely died too. Vonica now is at 100% Devil power, and we know that when she would increase her Devil mana by just a single percent, that was a phenomenal increase. So, this Vonica, that was already way stronger than before, essentially got 30 massive amps on top of it. Now she has her full abilities. Once Noelle achieved the Saint stage with her Spirit Die Valkyrie form, she easily bested 100% Vonica in battle, thus confirming that she has far surpassed her mother. She easily defeated a much stronger version of Vonica. And if her mother is mentioned in the same breath as Julius, or in the same breath as a Wizard King, then it confirms that Noelle has surpassed the level of Wizard King. And I do believe that she is rightfully competing with Asta and Yuno at that title. We know that there has been a Wizard Queen in the past, or at least a Wizard King that was a female. So Noelle just might be the next one once Julius finally is relieved of his position, and maybe it won't be Asta becoming the Wizard King, or Yuno becoming the Wizard King by the end of the story. If this doesn't convince you, just remember that 2 post-time skip captains were teaming up against Vonica, and were getting absolutely stomped out, even though Charlotte was essentially designed to be her counter with her roses that countered curses. Vonica was bodying the 2 of them without difficulty, but Noelle took on Vonica even easier than she did them. Now I understand that people will say that Vonica's curse warding magic was essentially nerfed by Charlotte's roses, but Vonica's blood magic, the main use of her fighting abilities, wasn't touched or affected by Charlotte. Vonica mainly used blood magic against Noelle in the last fight, as well as in the fight with Aesir, only activating the curse warding magic when Vonica was near death after being impaled by Aesir's limit surpassing spear, or activating the curse warding magic when Vonica was about to be defeated by Noelle and Lord Bachika team up. It is also important to note that the Dark Triad, when at 100% Devil power, are at the same level of a Supreme Devil, which is the level at that of Lilith and Nama. Lilith and Nama had incredible power, being far stronger than that of Sigrid, as they are higher ranks. If you just want to discuss speed itself, a casual Sigrid easily captured Elf Patri, whereas Julius couldn't even capture a base Patri. Elf Patri being worlds stronger than base Patri because of the Elven power amp, whereas Noelle is clearly faster than 100% Vonica and much stronger. So when it comes to speed, Noelle easily outclasses Julius. Of course, if you took Julius's time magic and he actually hit her, which he probably wouldn't be able to, she would probably die, depending on where it hit her. But she would have the ability to kill him because of her power, and the ability to hit him and dodge his attacks. So if you go by feats, statements, scaling, Noelle has surpassed the power of the Wizard King Julius, because if Aesir is even comparable to Julius, and Noelle is this much stronger than Aesir now, then it really isn't even close to a debate. So Noelle has surpassed the Wizard King level. Essentially, Yuno kind of already did this with his Boreas form, but he's probably going to get even stronger. It depends on how strong he gets. I think that he will get Saint Stage as well, likely because of the Spirit and using Spirit Dive. And then, of course, I made the video months ago. Asta is Wizard King level because of what he has done. And he defeated easily a being that a Wizard King could not defeat. So, yes, Asta is Wizard King level, Noelle is now Wizard King level, and Yuno is Wizard King level. And Yeah, maybe I'll probably do a video of in the near future talking about his power. But I want to see more of him because we didn't really get to see him do too much with the Boreas form, and I think that he's gonna get another power increase after the Boreas form, anyways. But yes, now the Light Triad are all surpassing the power of a Wizard King. They all have surpassed Julius, and maybe even Lumiere. I mean, Asta defeated a ancient demon easily when Lumiere could not. I get it, he has anti-magic, but still, he was way faster than the Ancient Demon. The Ancient Demon couldn't even react to him, whereas the Ancient Demon could react to and fight Lumiere. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. Noelle has surpassed the Wizard King. She surpassed her mother, who was a Wizard King level character in her own right. So, yep, Noelle is an absolute boss, like I've been saying for years now. I've been saying this over and over again, but this just confirms that Noelle had the potential to become this strong. So she's here now, and she's probably only going to get even stronger. I don't care if it's because partially she got the Water Spirit. That helps, but she still had to learn Mana Zone, Troop Magic, and probably Ultimate Magic to do all this together. So, yep, she's a beast. And that being said, let me know you guys' thoughts of this video down below. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to also turn on notifications. You can also check out my light novel series, 9 Fates, that I release weekly, and my website called 9fates.com, link down below, and also link down below to Zen Market. Please go check that out. It's a huge thanks to them for sponsoring the video, and you can find some really cool stuff, anime, manga related stuff on that website. Like I said, there's a Black Bulls pen, which I heavily suggest you go to check out. But with that being said, hope you guys all have an amazing day, plus...